This is a 10-minute keto fact session designed for beginners, right? It gives you the essentials to understand and start the ketogenic diet safely and effectively. What is keto, right? The ketogenic diet is a low carb, high fat diet. The goals is to enter a state called ketosis, where your body burns fat instead of carbs for energy, right? So now instead of sugars and carbohydrates, your body is going to use your body's resources during ketosis, right? Typical macro ratios are 70 to 75% fat, 20 to 25% protein, 5 to 10% carbohydrates. So, guys, so for example, on a 2,000 calorie diet, that's about 20 to 50 grams of net carbs per day, right? So, you guys may need some counters. You may need fit. There's a bunch of apps out there that calculate the macros on your meals, because I know sometimes it can be difficult to be able to say, man, well, I don't know how many grams that has, right? A lot of times, guys, you could just go to the packages per serving. It says this many grams of carbs, right? Sometimes we gotta watch those serving sizes. So, what is ketosis, right? Ketosis is a metabolic state where your liver produces ketones from fat, right? Your body uses ketones, not glucose, for energy, especially the brain. So, what types of keto friendly foods can I eat, right? So, you can eat meat, eggs, fatty fish, healthy oils such as olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil. You can also have leafy greens, cruciferous veggies, cheese, nuts, and seeds. Now, a lot of those, there's an asterisk beside it, because a lot of those, if you eat too much, then you can totally go against whatever the ketosis, right? You're trying to be in ketosis, but if you eat too much, just like anything in moderation, right? So these are the foods you want to avoid: grains, sugar, high carb fruits, right? Those are easy to find online too. Low glycemic, high glycemic fruits. You want to go with you want to eat the low glycemic foods. Processed foods, right? Because a lot of the processed foods have stuff in it that's it's just junk, guys. It's just junk. You don't want none of that. Net carbs equals total carbs. Fiber minus sugar alcohols, if applicable, right? So track net carbs to stay in ketosis. So anytime you see um, the net carb is the carbs after you subtract the sugar alcohols and the fiber. So those don't count as far as a total carb, right? So a lot of times that helps. So that's why it's good to get fatty. It's good to get foods that are high in fiber. That way, when you subtract the fiber and the sugar alcohols, um, you don't have to. It's a low carb per serving meal, right? So it's okay. Just gotta watch out for some of those sugar alcohols give you stomach issues, and so you got to be very mindful, very careful of that. So health benefits, right, of the keto diet. Weight loss, that's the main one, right? That's what everybody wants, weight loss. Blood sugar and insulin control, which, I already have, which is amazing. Improved mental clarity. You're able to think a lot clearer, no brain fog. Potential benefits for epilepsy, PCOS, and type 2 diabetes. Now, it says potential, guys, like, because with every case, it's, you know, it's different, right? Results may vary depending on the person, depending on what's going on in your body. That's why it's good to go see a doctor and make sure that you are doing what you need to be doing, right? Make sure that your body's functioning the way it's supposed to. Common side effect is the keto flu, right? That's one everybody always asks about. You might experience fatigue, headache, irritability, dizziness. To fix all this stuff, stay hydrated, increase electrolytes. I just put out a short about electrolytes. It's not doing well, and this is a very important thing in keto, guys. Because what happens if you don't replenish the electrolytes, you're gonna start to get cramps. You're gonna start to get dehydrated, and guess what? That'll send you to the hospital real quick. So you gotta stay hydrated because you're losing all those vitamins that your body needs to function, and we need them, guys. So you need to replenish the salt, magnesium, and potassium, right? So this is in this day and age, guys, it's super easy to keep track with tools, right? Use apps like Carb Manager, MyFitnessPal, which I was mentioning earlier, or Keto Diet app. Track your carbs, macros, and water intake. If you're one of those people that you need the app, right, to be able to remind you, and it's fine. Whatever you need to do, guys, to be able to make it work, it's fine. Myths and facts about keto, right? Myth: keto is just eating bacon and butter. Fact: quality fats and whole foods are key. Quality. So when we say quality, we mean like grass-fed, grass-finished, whole foods like fruits, organic, go grass-fed, grass-finished. Because what happens is sometimes the meats and the chicken and all that, they sneak in some, because of this production, everybody's trying to sell and sell and sell. They put a lot of steroids in the meat, preservatives, and it causes. I'm not gonna say it causes inflammation, but if you're diabetic, one of the symptoms of diabetes is inflammation. So just be careful, guys. Just be mindful. Myth: you'll lose muscle. Fact: adequate protein and weight training protect muscle. So if you're eating a lot of protein, guys, and you're working out, there's no reason why you should be losing fat. Not if you're working properly and if you're sustaining all that. Some final tips. Plan meals ahead of time, right? Like you don't want to be surprised by, oh, I had some chips. Like, no. Read nutrition labels carefully. You got to read those labels, guys. Because a lot of times we think we're eating low carb, and then we get on that scale, or we don't feel the the loose clothes anymore, or that result that you wanted. Like something's throwing you off. Like sometimes I have meals and I feel inflamed at night. And it's clean, right? All I ate was protein, veggies, butter, right? So why am I feeling inflamed, right? I'm not putting sugar. Some of the meals that have preservatives, they get into your meals. You have them at night, guys, and that's what happens. Be patient. Adaptation takes 1 to 2 weeks. So in order for ketosis to start, guys, you need to be consistent. I have another short about that. If y'all want to go watch it on my channel, you need to be consistent, guys. What does that mean? Well, I have a lot of my viewers that see me that, man, Lenny, you're eating bacon and egg again? And avocado and coffee? Didn't you have that yesterday? Yes, I did. You want to eat the things that you like that are gonna be keto acceptable. Other than that, guys, I mean, you're not gonna last on the diet, right? Plus, if you're on a budget, I mean, look at some of those people, guys, that are hardcore. If you go, I used to follow this I still do. His name's Goody Beats. A lot of the same stuff he ate: eggs, bacon. He would just change it up, like eggs, chicken breasts or chicken thighs, avocado or fruit. I mean, it's consistency, guys. You want to go with what works. Now, if I'm eating eggs, bacon, and all that, and I'm not losing weight, yeah, you better believe I'm going to change it up. I'm going to definitely change it up because something there is not allowing me to stay in ketosis, right? So, and the last one, and this one should have been the first one, is consult a doctor if you have health conditions. If you already know before you even start the keto diet that you're having all the symptoms of diabetes, frequent urination, getting up at night to go to the restroom a lot. You're always thirsty. All those things. You're always feeling fatigued. Go get checked, guys. Go get checked, and just make sure. Make sure, guys, that if you do have diabetes, you start to treat it already, and you're being productive. You're being proactive. Get ahead of it. Get ahead of it, guys. You don't want to be there where it's gonna be too late, and then now they got to put you on insulin because your numbers are way too high because you just were in denial for many years, guys. I encourage you to go to your doctor and get your blood work done, right? So I'm gonna check everything. So let's recap, right? So right now in this presentation, we talked about what is keto, right? Number 2, we talked about the macronutrient breakdown, right? How much fat, how much protein, how much carbohydrates, and what does that mean, right? For number 3, we talked about what is ketosis, right? Like a lot of people is like, well, I don't know. I love the keto idea, but I really don't know what's going on. So you gotta know, guys. You gotta know. Number 4, keto-friendly foods. We went over it. If you forget, guys, you can always go back to this video. I always post all my lives, and you can resource it, right? Or you can look up keto-friendly foods online. There's plenty, guys. Keto is huge. It's huge. Keto-friendly foods, what foods to eat, what foods to avoid, right? Point number 5, your net carbs, right? Like, how do you figure you have the carbs minus the fiber, minus sugar, alcohols, then you have your net carb? That's what you want to focus on, right? If you're trying to stay within 20 to 50 grams of carbs per day, guys, that's going to be important. That's going to be very important. Number 6, health benefits, right? So what comes, if I do the keto, Lenny, like, why is it so good, right? We went over all those points. Number 7, common side effects. Keto flu, right? Nobody wants to go through that. Another thing, also when you fast, guys, you kind of experience something similar. Your body's detoxing, and you're not used to not eating for long periods of time, so you got to really be careful with it. Number 8, what type of tools can I use to track my macros? Therefore, I'm more organized on this journey, right? Number 9, myths and facts, right? People just throw out information sometimes just to be difficult. They may be on a different diet. They don't like the keto diet. I think, personally, the keto diet is very, very sustainable, and you can do it long term, as long as you stay within, that carb amount. Now, once you lose a lot of weight, I've seen a lot of influencers that have kind of gone to other diets, but they still have a component of keto. So you can kind of, mix it with some other diets, guys, depending on your needs, right? And the final tips, right? Plan your meals ahead of time, read nutrition labels, be patient. It takes about 1 to 2 weeks, and consult your doctor, right? Most importantly. So I gave you these 10 tips, guys, so that you can take with you, so that you can get some knowledge out of this session, guys. And I'm going to continue to do that every single day. That way you guys, if you don't have questions, you just want information. Hey, Lenny, I just want information. I don't want, besides seeing what you're eating, I wanted this to be more information and more, And I just, I thank you so much for those who did join me today, guys. It's such a blessing to have your time and ear, right? And remember to always seek ye first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you, guys. Have a nice day and blessed day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.